Can anyone help me? I don't want to live in a nightmare.
A fascinating application.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gedane, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated, I think. Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Where's that lay about Randus? Absent again? Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove south of the city, even when he's supposed to be working. Tell him to get his arse back here, and I'll let you look around the Stormwing. Just be careful. The wildlife along the coast can be dangerous. Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Never be able to master these mortuary processes.
That's right.
I don't feel so good. Should have stayed in bed. I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Good luck to you. I'm going back to bed. Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day. Now that you mention it, the air in the lower holds smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Boil it in oil and share tasty.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
You again? And without that good-for-nothing lazy Randus in tow. I told you before, I don't have any time to waste on nonsense today. Well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant. First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right. Go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's the skeevers that arrived with the prelate from the temple.
Nobody will go near it since
going on with the Stormwing?
Fate needs
Nobody
you,
wants to go
Proxy.
near that ship.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers that arrived at the prelate.
Interesting. No one's gone near it since the temple priests disembarked. Not even a rat.
You're back. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait! When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs. I'll meet you in the underways.
Let's hit the trail.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor. You go first. No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs. To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked. The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If not, Curate Zancon leaves his key on a shelf to the northwest. Sensors. Whatever they're emitting reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
I know nothing of Friar Durdren's...
They ask so many questions. Please, help the others.
That's the last of them.
I don't know anything about the fulcrum.
Dane,
Please.
Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farm put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
That's all of them. Blight Crown is with the Abbot. His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The Abbot, destroy that foul sensor, friend.
No, Prelate, stop.
Fulcrum Obscura. Durdrin's tomb. In the lower catacombs.
Poor Abbot Ilvel. He's delirious. How insidious. Blight Crown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blight Crown if we hurry. Prior Durdrin founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivec. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdrin's tomb is deep inside.
Somewhere.
That's easy.
approaches, Tovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this potion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blight.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blight Crown, most favored priest of Periites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
You're back. Look, Abbot Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened in the catacombs? Did you find the impostor who called himself Prelate Farum? Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that. Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the Keepers are. Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But... yes, I never traveled far from Necrom. Barely left the Telvanni Peninsula, and that was just one trip to Mournhold with Abbot Ilvel. The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom Bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.